Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're great. I was just doing my afternoon or lunch meditation, and today it's very sunny, like you can see, so I chose to come out to the river over here, sit in the sun, get a little bit vitamin D, which I think I have way too little, and just enjoy the scenery, or rather the ambient. If you sit in meditation, you can't really enjoy the scenery, but you kind of imbibe, what's going on around in some way. So I find it especially conducive if I sit for meditation, if I sit somewhere in nature. I want to speak later today a little bit more about this, spending time in nature. Right now I don't have too much time. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go over this side, because the sun is coming from there over there. So I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna have my lunch outdoor today also. Packed some nice stuff. So I'm gonna see you guys there. Guys, no need to run away. You can stay. Enough space around here. A little scared, the ducks over there. Hey guys, so like you see, I'm sitting by the Ganges river. I'm gonna have the Rhine River. In my mind, I'm at the Ganges. Well, that's the Ganges of Constance. So what I'm eating today is basically a whole bunch of raw food. I'm trying to include more raw foods in my diet, and you can see it's avocado, very high in unsaturated fats and omega-3 fats in particular, very healthy. This is not sure what you call it in English, mangold, pepper bell, super high in vitamins and antioxidants. Carrots, probably gonna have a little salad later, or some other thing. This is just as the basis. I want to make sure that I have enough of this good raw food before I eat any maybe cooked food or other kind of salad stuff. I'm trying to avoid gluten at the moment as much as possible. Experiment a little bit with it. So I'm gonna have this now, and I'm gonna see you later, guys. Hey guys, like you can see, finished all my veggies nicely. I feel great in my stomach. It's so good, so light. This was all raw. I'm probably gonna head over to this vegan restaurant now and have some, either a salad or a soup or something like that. But I'm gonna stay on veggie only. Yeah, it's hard when it comes to food. I mean, food is something which, you know, I feel there's a lot of, you know, naturally food should be about our body, especially if we want to do yoga, because you know, food is the fuel for our body, right? And like, you would not put like any waste or garbage into your car because you would understand that it doesn't run properly. This engine we have right here, this is like the most miraculous engine in the world, and we don't want to put waste in it because we want to be like on high performance, you know. We want to get to higher possibilities, especially if we want to do yoga. So it's so important that we give it the right fuel which the body needs, not our mind. Because when it comes to food, you know, guys, I've been reading a couple of books recently, also because, you know, my mother had developed cancer. I think it's 2 years ago now. She overcame it for now, but I started to really look into food, and there's been so much research done. It's amazing. And you know, they say that after reading this book, I don't have any doubts that most of the chronic diseases, they are like, you know, the genetic factors are only playing like 10 to 15% are like a factor, but lifestyle, food, and other lifestyle choices, they make up to 80-85%, mostly the food that we eat. And when it comes to food, you know, you wouldn't believe like how much of the food that we eat actually can cause like addictions in our body. Like, for example, of course, sugar, but even like gluten. There's a lot of indicators which point out that we're actually addicted because it activates actually the same receptors in our brain, like if we take a drug like cocaine. And so there's a similar response going on in our brain. So we're actually wired and addicted to some of that food stuff. And when we want to do yoga, we want to be really conscious about it and eat like stuff which is the best for our body. And yeah, I'm experimenting with it right now myself, and let's see how it goes. I'm gonna like come back to this as often as I want. Just one small thing I wanted to share with you, which works really well with me, is, you know, before you eat something, just ask yourself like, how is this gonna make you feel, you know, in the next 1 to 3 hours, and what kind of impact will it have even beyond that. You know, will it be conducive for your body? Because you already know that if you eat, let's say, a huge chunk of pasta or like a huge pizza, you're gonna know that you're gonna be like dead after. You know, you just wanna sleep. And just ask yourself, how is it gonna make you feel tomorrow? Is it gonna be helping you to get up early? And just really try to experience it already. The way you're gonna feel, experience it, and see if that makes you, you know, less likely to take that food, that choice. I mean, this is the same thing with so many things in life. You know, it's always about short-term gratification versus long-term. And yeah, many times the short-term gratification, you know, it's just so tempting. You want to eat that piece of chocolate now, you want to have that pizza now, you want to take maybe a warm or hot shower in the morning. But how is it going to help us in the longer term, even in the midterm, you know? When it comes to a shower, it's the same thing, you know? Just pay attention, you know? Take a hot shower one morning, like for really 10 minutes, and see how you feel afterwards. Like, even the next couple of hours. If it is for you, like for me, and you're gonna feel like a little drained, it's like your whole body is soaked with this water. And compare it one day with like you take a cold shower, okay? It doesn't have to be ice cold, just like, you know, decently cold, and see how that makes you feel. Like, for me, I feel super energized with the cold shower, and I feel like completely like I want to sleep, and it's like I literally feel the water in my cells, because hot water makes you soak the water into the cells, which is not what we want in yoga. So for me, what really helped me with the cold shower thing is, you know, in the morning before I go into the shower, I just imagine if I'm gonna take this cold shower now, which I'm gonna enjoy for the next 5 minutes or so, but for the next 2 hours I'm gonna feel like really bad, because it's like, just try it once. I don't like the feeling, especially compared to the cold shower. Then I imagine, oh, if I take a cold shower now for the next 5 minutes, it will not be very, you know, comfortable. But actually for the next couple of hours, and for me it's even for the whole day, it makes such a huge difference. I know that. So if I make this clear to myself, you know, right now for the next 5 minutes I'm gonna suffer a little bit, then for the whole day I'm gonna feel great. That is just way enough for me as an incentive to just dive into take the cold shower. I think a lot of it is about conscious choices we need to make, being aware of the consequences all the time. When it comes to yoga, yeah, just becoming more and more conscious. Guys, see how beautiful that river is, isn't it? So I'm gonna head over there now to that vegan restaurant, have some small other lunch, which will hopefully, you know, carry me throughout the day until I have dinner tonight, 2 meals, and right now I feel great after this raw, but I think it wouldn't be carry me through the day, so I'm just gonna have like a little bit of either a salad or a soup or something, and maybe a banana, and then I should be fine for the day. So I'm gonna wrap this video up and wish you a wonderful day. So yeah, one thing I want you to take out of this is basically, you know, I think it's a good idea to always ask yourself, like, be aware of if your actions are based on short-term gratification or long-term growth, long-term gratification. You know, don't mistake this as, you know, that you only live in the future, you don't enjoy the moment. It's not about that. Right now I'm enjoying the moment here, walking by the lake, but I had an amazing, healthy meal, and now I feel great. If I had like a chunk meal, you know, I would feel like garbage. That's what it means for me. So, you know, nothing wrong with having a piece of chocolate once in a while, as long as it doesn't become an addiction and it doesn't dictate your life. I try to live up to that. I'm not yet there. I'm like just, you know, on the journey, and I want you to accompany me. Share with me, you know, what's working for you. Let me know. And you know, if you like these videos, please give a thumbs up and send a comment. Let me know, you know, what you're interested in. Let me know your thoughts on the topic. I would be really, you know, happy to hear about it. Guys, have a wonderful day, and hopefully see you next week. Bye.